posting up pictures, trying to look like you winning. I'm writing rhymes in the kitchen, soaking in moments we live in, yeah. You got the nerve to be on me, faking your life for the IG. If you got my number, don't add me, cause baby, I'm on hiatus.
Hey guys. Thank you for joining in today to talk to us here on Grown Dating Talk. I'm your host, Alona V.
And I'm SylarTheSuperVillain.
And today we're going to talk about ain't shit partners. I don't know what the hell is going on out here in the dating world and stuff, but men are just not stepping their game up.
Partners means men and women. Don't just say men. People are not stepping their game up.
Well, I don't date women, so I'm just saying.
No, we ain't gonna start out the show man bashing though.
No, we're definitely not. We're definitely not because we're gonna keep things grown and mature. That is right. So. I'm just feeling feisty today. So, but seriously, like, what the hell is up with these people? They don't have an idea in hell, or they're just stuck in this level of selfishness. You know, they want someone to be all about them, to call them all the time, to admonish them and assail them with wonderful romantic
they want the world
things.
To revolve around them.
Yes, but hello, you never wake up and realize that there's another person here. Like, hello, I exist too. You can pick up the phone and say, "Good morning, beautiful. Send me a text to plan something nice for me as well. Acknowledge me." It's an us thing, and I think the problem is too many people focus on the I, and there's no I in we.
I win though.
Damn sure when they're trying to win on their own instead of winning team. Like, look here, I want to be on the winning team.
You hit the key word of selfishness. Like, selfishness is at an all-time high. Like, a lot of people out here is just selfish. And some people know they're selfish and just don't give a shit and expect just to keep, having people ride along or be down for you. But it's like, and then as soon as you start to switch it up and you start to lay down some ground rules of your own, or you decide I'm not fucking with it like that, you want to back up, then they're looking at you funny. But it's like, yo, you're fucking up right now.
Why is there
like the world don't
occurring?
revolve around you. There's more to the world than just you.
I agree with you 100% wholeheartedly. Like, you'll have partners whereby maybe you make your partner breakfast one morning, or not even one morning, you do it for a few mornings. You would hope that your partner would get their behind up one day and make some breakfast for you in return. If you're sitting over there running out to get their favorite kind of ice cream, you would hope that they would do something just as nice and as endearing for you. And too often, people get used to or don't notice the little things that their partner is doing for them, and then it doesn't get reciprocated, and it leaves the relationship imbalance. You become a ain't shit ass partner because you're enjoying these.
I don't think not reciprocating something makes you ain't shit.
No.
There's a lot of things that are going to be an ain't shit partner. I don't think the lack of reciprocating, like something like that. Because say, for instance, right? If I get up and I'm cooking for you every morning, I'm doing it because that's what I want to do. I'm not looking for you to do it. So whether you do it or not, I could care less. That's something I want to do. And if it's something I want to do, I'm going to do it. You know what I mean? I don't require you. If you do it, it'd be nice. I'm not saying you have to. It'd be nice. It'd be cool. Oh, shit. All right. But it's still what I want to do. So I don't require you to do that. And if you know you not doing that, doesn't mean that you ain't shit.
Well, no. Let me back it up. I don't mean that you're not shit because you're scared. Go back as Sylar would say. I don't mean that you're not shit just because, or that person's not shit just because they haven't gotten up to make breakfast. What I'm saying is, if I'm sitting over here and I'm taking the initiative to initiate doing things for you, stepping out of my normal zone to do certain things for you, and even if it's within my normal zone to do something endearing for you, I would like to receive something endearing back. There are people out there who want to be made breakfast in bed. And so instead of telling their partner or nitpicking or complaining about it, they're going to model it for their partner. They're going to show their partner how they want to be loved. And also see if this form of love that I'm showing you, is that your form of love in return too? But if it's not, can you recognize that this is my form of love and possibly reciprocate it in any way, shape, or form?
But that's still talking about reciprocation. That's not really talking about somebody, your partner being ain't shit. I'm talking about somebody who is you giving all your love, you do everything for, right?
Yes.
You giving all your love, you go home, you make sure he has a meal on his bed. I mean, on his bed.
Yeah.
A meal on the table.
Okay.
His fucking, he got you know, you running bath water, you know what I mean? You making sure you looking good for them, smelling good for them. You know what I mean? You reducing time with your friends now. You working, busting your ass at work, planning on these trips. You doing that. You being a model woman, great woman to this man. And it's not that he ain't reciprocating, because what if he is? But now that nigga's fucking your cousin though. That's what make him ain't shit.
Yeah, that's
him
another
not doing, him not
instance of
reciprocating doesn't make him ain't shit.
Well, it depends. It depends. In my eyes, no. It depends because, you know, okay, so this will be a battle between the genders and things.
No, you're gonna sit here with a straight face and tell me that, okay, you got me this pen, right? This week. And because next week I didn't get you a pen, that makes me ain't shit.
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is,
talking about deadbeat partners. I mean, we talking about ain't shit partners.
We are talking about ain't shit partners. What I'm saying is, you know, you needed things, right? Whatever it was. And I'm sitting over here. I'm going to explain how you could become an ain't shit partner in my eyes. I got you this book. I got you this pen. You needed whatever. You needed maybe an outfit for your interview. I made sure you had that. Even if it's not even on that level, because it can be on different levels too. I cooked you a meal when you came home. I made sure your bath is run. I did all these things, these wonderful things to make sure you're feeling good. I let you know in the morning that I see you as king, and I think that the world is yours, you know, and I think the world of you. And if I'm letting you know before you go to sleep at night, I love you and all these things. And despite all of that stuff that I've done, despite all of this outstretching that I've made, right, in many different ways, this does not get returned back. It just doesn't occur. That man does not turn around and acknowledge you in any of those ways and in any other shape, fashion, or form. He doesn't mind coming around to spend time with you and be there with you, and women too, because there are men out there that will do things for their women and go out of their way to use different forms of their love language for this woman. And she just does not do anything in return. So at that point, I understand where you're coming from with the idea of reciprocation, but no, there's a lack of reciprocation going on there extensively. That person becomes the ain't shit ass partner because this person's doing it all and you're doing nothing at all. So you're selfish, not being selfless.
But that's still something that can be discussed. You can go talk to your partner. Listen, I'm doing this. I would like it to be reciprocated. You know what? Okay. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. You know what? Yes, I'm gonna start. That don't make you ain't shit.
But
you cannot talk.
Shit.
You can't talk. You can't talk to your hold on. You can't talk to your partner. Oh, yo, I just caught you fucking my mom's. But let's talk about it because I want to work through this. There ain't nothing to talk about.
Hell no. If somebody sleeps with somebody in your family, yeah, they damn sure ain't shit.
But what you're talking about reciprocation, that doesn't. For me, that just doesn't. I would like to hear any other woman. Agree, because that
there'll be plenty of women out there that will agree with that.
That sounds retarded as hell to me.
That's
that a man
retarded.
Not reciprocating qualifies him to be ain't shit.
Again, because you're thinking about it in terms of I got this pen for you, and because I didn't get a pen for you next week, now you're considering me ain't shit. You're not seeing the frame of what I'm talking about. But that's not always reciprocation. Reciprocation looks differently. If I'm doing this and I'm the one going all out, being romantic and being supportive and just handling a whole bunch of things to make my partner feel good and let my partner know that they're stable within this relationship with me and I'm down for them, and that person never returns that. Never. They don't acknowledge it. Won't make you a meal, won't go out and take you on a special date or whatever. That person becomes an ain't shit partner because this person's doing it all. They're doing it all. But and this person's doing nothing at all. So
you can still talk to that person. And this is something I require.
Some of them you can talk to and it'll change. But then there's some people you can talk to till you're blue in the face and nothing's changing because this person ain't shit. And it's just they ain't shit on a different level than the level of the I slept with your mom ain't shit. I'm just saying there's just different levels for that. And of course, that's understandable.
No, there's definitely levels to it. I don't agree with that one. Like, I can't endorse that.
Yeah, because in your opinion, you'll have a talk with them and there's room for change. And of course, we understand that. If you have a talk with a person, there's room for change. But then there are partners where you'll have a talk with them and there's still no change occurs. And there's women, I think, that can identify with that.
There's women out here, there's people out here cheating, men and women.
Yes.
There's people out here cheating. There's people out here beating on their partners. There's people out here robbing their partners. Yeah. These are all ain't shit qualities. Yes. I feel like just like I said, I can't agree.
I don't know, because I think that cheating, beating on your partner's domestic violence, all that does qualify as being ain't shit. But just because you're not cheating on your partner and just because you're not beating on your partner doesn't mean that you can't fall into the category of being a ain't shit partner, you know? And some of us, some people have experienced that and some people haven't experienced that. And some people can conceptualize that because they've experienced it. And some people can't conceptualize that because they haven't experienced it or they see it in a different frame. Kind of like when we spoke about on an episode before, love versus being in love, how the genders see it differently. I think like this is one of those things where it's like some people will see it as a valid point because they've experienced it and seen it. I mean, that's not. Some people
that wasn't
won't.
Really about gender. That was more about the individual because even that I have women say the same thing. They give you the same in love definition that I've given. I've heard women say that. It's just I think that was more of an individual. I don't think that's more about gender.
So let's keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. That clinginess can put you on the ain't shit ass partners list. So stay away from clinginess. Have something to do with your life. Have something to do with your day.
Something to do.
Yes, because if I make my man my world and I say to you that you're my world, that doesn't mean that 24/7 all throughout the day I'm focused on you because there's other things that I have to do as well too. Like, wow, that is crazy. So, I don't know what to say about that one. And another thing, while we're talking about this topic of ain't shit ass partners, do not be so quick to just move people in with you, ladies and gentlemen. Do not be so quick to move people in with you, especially
ain't
with
that season now too.
The sob stories that they give you and stuff, this cuddle and snuggle season coming up. Don't get caught into that because there are a lot of people out here who are homeless. And they're just looking for a place to stay. I don't even think they get sob stories no more. I think they just dig them down real good, and then 2 weeks later they go that trash bag and the PS4 is right there in the cut. That's for some instances, yeah. And in some instances they'll come with the sob stories like, I lost my job, or I was staying over here helping my mom's out. Some women will come with some interesting stories too. I'm quite sure to men.
Women come with plenty of stories.
I
said women come with plenty of stories.
There you go. So you already know they'll come with these stories and stuff because they need a place to stay. They want to cuddle and snuggle for the winter. They don't want to pay any bills, don't want to pay any rent. They just want to move into what you have going on and benefit from it. And some people feel like that's cool.
I'm saying that's cool. You could feel like that. But
after that's not happening.
Monday come around, not even Monday. Like, you got to go. Like,
and that's the thing. Guys would be like, okay, yeah, you got to go. Women, we're not even trying to sleep with you. We're just like, nope, don't even want to deal with it. That's some ain't shit ass shit. And I don't want those headaches and problems. You know what I mean? And then sometimes, those individuals will take so offense at it that then it becomes a protection issue. You know what I mean? Like now he's upset because you don't want to entertain him. And now he or she wants to go helter-skelter and start breaking shit and destroying shit. That's not cool.
But those type of men that do that, they know who their targets are. That's why 98% of them are winning. And 98% of them are not homeless because they're going to have somewhere to lay up in some chick's house until the weather break and y'all back outside half dressed. You know what I mean? But it works because they know who to go after. They know who they can do that shit with. And it could be, you could be a woman who you have a Fortune 500 company, or you can work at McDonald's. It's a mentality thing. It's self-esteem.
Yes.
A weak man, any man, honestly, can recognize that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I see that. If I see you have low self-esteem, that's a red flag for me. I'm moving away from it.
You don't want to deal with it because a person with low self-esteem is going to compromise themselves and compromise you as well along with it because their self-esteem is low and they're looking to please others. And I think that it's a man and a woman thing because there are women out there with low self-esteem as well. And when you have an individual with low self-esteem, you have to be careful because that individual with low self-esteem is now a prey for somebody who is aggressive and physically dangerous and has anger issues, and they don't even realize
translating it as love.
Yes, the one partner is out here looking for love, genuinely giving it, and the other partner is out here really looking to tank out anger and aggression and just be really nasty and vicious.
I'm saying they take that, they look at that like, this is love. This is how this person loves me. So this is
and that's so misguided. That's not love. If someone's putting their hands on you, that's not love at all. We have to protect women. We have to protect women at all costs and stuff. That's one of the things that I teach my sons as they've been growing up and stuff, to be very protective of girls. My sons have a female best friend, and that is one thing that they take pride in. And I always encourage them to have female friends, because I want them to learn how to interact with girls. Don't just start interacting with girls when it's time to start dating. No, know what girls are like. Know how to interact with them, how to talk with them, the things that they're interested in, what they're like when they get upset, when they're in their emotions and things. Learn how to be a friend first before you decide to date this person, because that girl is an actual human being. She's a person. And when you teach and raise boys to look at girls as human beings and persons, that changes a huge dynamic. When we look at this generation of kids out here, and adults too, you have kids running around with boys hitting girls thinking that that's okay, slap boxing each other. And that is a problem for me, because that strongly leans on and damages my perspective, insight, and beliefs when it comes to protecting women.
Yeah, that depends though, because that one could be sticky. Because I know some women who grew up with nothing but brothers who like to slap box their male friends just to stay sharp, because they want the same thing to do. Like, you know what I mean? Or you see a bunch of like lion cubs, like they fight with each other just to stay sharp. Like it could be that situation.
Yes, but many times we see in the streets, when we look out in society and we see these girls, we see things going on with dating violence. And dating violence isn't limited to a certain age range spectrum. Dating violence occurs between teens. It occurs with people in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, hell, even in their 80s and 90s. You know, and I think we all can agree that we've seen a situation.
There's people in the 90s getting abused. Like, I ain't even trying to like make fun of the situation, but there's people in the 90s getting abused.
You would be surprised. No, yes.
Like domestic, like.
Yes, domestic. There are situations where you will have domestic violence, even in
Willie Earl
senior relationships and stuff. You know, and sometimes it's a physical thing, and sometimes the abuse is verbal and it's emotional, because it was physical when they were younger and she got scared and never left, and now he still has this mental and psychological control over her that exists at 90, and even if he raises his fist, she's gonna jump, she's gonna feel fearful and scared. You know, she doesn't look at it the same, or he doesn't look at it the same as we do at our young, strapping ages now.
Well, if any one of y'all are listening, push him over. He got a bad hip, and it's a wrap. And then don't help him up.
Yeah. And this is the thing, let's think back to this, because, you know, domestic violence is something that like touches me dear to my heart, especially being a survivor of it and having been a victim to that. You know, we've all had situations where you've been out and you've seen a woman or a man getting into an argument and things escalate. And it's a touchy thing. It's like you have people, what bothers me is when people stand by and do nothing about it. You see, and you record it. You see a man putting his hands on a woman and, you know, you do nothing whatsoever. You stand back and watch it instead of jumping in and helping to stop it. And some people will say...
That could blow up in your face sometimes.
Exactly.
That could blow up in your face, because I know people, I've seen it happen firsthand where, you know, a man minding his business or goes to interject himself or intervene, rather, in a situation of domestic violence. He goes to intervene, and now after it's all said and done, now he's the one getting hauled off in the back of a police car with handcuffs on.
Well, he had nothing but good intentions from the jump.
I've seen a situation where the couple ended up jumping the dude for trying to help.
Oh,
and I mean, 100%. Like, the couple got mad at the dude for trying to intervene and jumped both the chick that he was trying to help and the dude ended up beating his ass.
And sadly to say, these things occur. These types of situations occur.
I got kids I got to go home to.
There's been situations where, like, I've stepped in to try to help women who have been in situations and they've lashed out at me. And, you know, so I understand that wholeheartedly. You know, that is disgusting. And it also would deter some people from stepping in. Some people would say, well, I'm not going to step in because when I stepped in at a time before, this occurred to me. Or
but, I mean, you can still notify some authorities or something like that.
Yeah, you can still take other interventions to reach out and notify other people
action
who can step in, you know. And then there are other people who will say, I don't care what happened to me when I stepped in here. If I see it again, I'm still going to step up and say something. But it's still not okay. still step in, say something, do something. Even if you can't step in directly because you're fearful, find somebody who can and help them step in. And women also, again, it's a touchy thing in that, because when you are the victim of domestic violence and you are feeling unsafe and someone steps forward to help you, let them help you. Please, 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 please. I can't stress that more than anything. Let them help you. Take that help. There is a way out and a way through it. I
got a boy, right? I'm not gonna say his name. Mm-hmm. This shit had me dying. Mm-hmm. The story that he just told. Basically, he was chilling with some chick one night, and you know what I mean. He was drinking, smoking, everything like that. He finished clapping her cheeks, and he went to sleep in her house, like 3:30 in the morning. Mm-hmm. Her baby father or man or something like that, he was waking him up like on some, yo, why you in my bed? Like, why you in the bed? Why you in the bed with your boxes on and shit, right? And shit ass partners.
Exactly. I was about to say, like, wow, that goes beyond protection of women.
Like, why you in the bed? So he's like on some, you got to talk to me. You got to talk to her. Like, any question that you got the right to talk to. I mean, like, realistically, you're asking me questions. I don't know you. You don't know me from nowhere.
Because he doesn't know you. He didn't even know that this was your house.
That's your situation. That's your situation.
Yeah.
You got any questions? And honestly, that's how it should be. You got any questions? Unless it's a situation where you know the motherfucker, like, yo, you knew we was together, and I come catch you. Nah, if it's a situation you don't know, a man is gonna be a man. So whatever that chick is telling him, that man gonna go with. So he said, yo, listen, talk to her. So he's getting up he went in the bathroom. Now, mind you, he got his pants, put them on or whatever. But he's in the bathroom getting ready for fucking work and shit like that, patting himself on the back for the way he just beat it up, right? That's the funniest part of the story for me. The fact that, there's drama going on right now. And he still was like, you know what, I'm going to go in the bathroom. Let me get myself, brush my teeth. Let me get ready for it and get myself right.
That's crazy.
And then pat myself on the back because I was fucking the shit out of this girl. Yo, she's ruined a man. But then he said he just happened to check his phone. That's a whole
ancient ass situation.
He just happened to check his phone and he seen a text from her. And she was like, don't leave. He gonna hit me or he gonna beat me or some shit like that. So then he's just on some, you know what I mean? Because I told you I only roll with a certain caliber of dudes. So, of course, naturally he stayed. But he was just like, listen, whatever you're gonna do to her, don't wait for me to leave. Do it now. You know what I mean? And like, let's handle it like men or whatever, like what you want to do. So the dude went and took her outside the house, or they excused themselves, and he talked to her.
Wow.
And he came back in, and he stayed there again. He was chilling for a minute. He sat down, got comfortable, or whatever. And the dude was like, "Oh, you're not leaving?" He's like,
trying
no, I'm
to
not
protect
leaving.
in the middle of dysfunction.
But then, like a few, like he said, like 10 minutes later, not even 10 minutes. Like he said,
that's some R. Kelly trapped in the closet type shit.
Dude grabbed his PS4. That's exactly how he worded it too.
Wow,
Dude grabbed his PS4 and his trash bag, and he left.
But you know what? And the thing is, as crazy as trapped in a closet as that shit is, it is real. It happens. It happens on men's ends. It happens on women's ends too. I'm still dying over the fact that homeboy knew it was drama going on. Fam, you got to talk to her. Got went in the bathroom and started getting ready, and then pat himself on the back for the kill. Wow. That is fucking hilarious. That's crazy. That is crazy.
Park Towers boys, we different, man.
That's some real trapped in a closet ass shit. Wow.
There be some nutty shit that going on.
Crazy, And then when we look back at that, I mean, in the middle of that dysfunction, it was a positive that he was able to stay there to make sure that she was safe in the middle of that dysfunction, create some function in the middle of that dysfunction.
Like you're not gonna just beat up on the woman in front of us.
You shouldn't be beating up on a woman at all, but definitely that.
It happens.
And definitely,
women be beating on men too.
Yeah, women beat up on men, and men, if you see a woman getting beat on and hurt, please step in and do something about it and say something about it, because it's definitely not a funny situation. It's not something to take lightheartedly. Violence against women is disgusting all around. I don't care whether you see it a forcible argument going on, or a physical altercation, step in, we have to take action.
Some of y'all women be out here antagonizing the fuck out of these men.
Yes, there are women
on purpose
that are out there antagonizing. But even when you antagonize, I don't know about waiting to get hit. Because even when you antagonize, no one deserves to be hit in any way, shape, or form.
There's chicks out here that's different. That may not be how you are. But I'm telling you, there's a whole other side of the track.
I'm not putting my hands on men. I'm not going to sit
There's women out here that just pop off on men just because you said something.
Like, no, that's not cool. I'm straightforward and I'm direct, and I'm going to tell you as it is, man or woman, how I feel about something and what it is and what it's not going to be. But I definitely am not going to be out here acting
treat people like you want to be treated.
Yes, exactly. Treat people like how you want to be treated.
So if you're winging off on people, don't get mad when
definitely.
When the haymaker come back.
I'm still not going to advocate for that. If a woman is winging off
I'm just saying.
Walk the hell away. Yeah. Push that woman away. Keep it trucking. Okay. Do not put yourself in a situation, brothers, where you put your hand on that woman and life is messed up. Another thing about, because it's definitely not that simple all the time when you're in that situation. That's really, really hard. That's the
I
thing.
ain't saying I'll be women and like that, but I'm telling you, I know some shit. I know some people. That's some women
crazy,
be out here really
pushing the envelope,
overstepping their boundaries.
Wilding things and overstepping their boundaries. And
then when shit happens to them, they want to sit there and act like the victim. Nah. Tell the whole story.
Yeah, I know, definitely. I understand that. If they're out there, women are out there wilding, they have to tell the whole story. But, men just keep hands to yourself. Women, keep hands to yourself as well, too. And I also want to touch on, too, while we're on this topic of being protective of women, that we're not just talking about safety-wise. Morally, there's a way to morally be protective of women, too, because we've all seen that situation where a man and a woman was dating and things, and now the man or the woman is sitting there trashing the other. Even if you're in a same-sex relationship or whatnot, and you're trashing your partner, that is not okay. When the relationship ends, still be protective of your partner. If it didn't end on some real negative, crazy stuff, still be protective of your partner. I'm not going to sit there and trash a person. As Styler will tell you, I let people down even with encouragement. So, I may not have been happy.
She ain't going to trash him on the show, but we've been friends 25 years. I'm going to hear about it. Trust me. She going to trash the shit out of you.
I'm going to tell you what went down. I'm going to tell the lowdown. But I'm not going to sit there and be like, and tell his deepest, darkest secrets and go put them out on the street to people and belittle this man or belittle this woman. Take pictures that she sent you when you guys were together and dish them out. Because again, that also goes within that idea of protecting women. We have people who will take text messages and pictures and put them out there because they're hurt. They're in their feelings. And so they're not protecting that woman. They're actually putting her out there and making her prey for others when they do that. We see a lot of people with those lawsuits and things, So just to wind it up, guys, when we're talking about, dating, make sure that you are a quality partner and make sure that you are picking partners who are of quality and you are not focusing your attention and getting hung up on the partners who ain't worth shit. And especially make sure that men, we stand up and we protect women. I don't care whether it's to help an old lady walk across the street to make sure she got across the street safe. I don't care if it's you see an argument and a man is overexerting himself or a female overexerting herself with another. Let's just hang in there together and morally do what's right and make a pact to pay it forward, okay, in this protection of women and stuff.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and get out of here. And we will see you next week, as usual, on Grown Dating Talk. Again, I am SylarTheSuperVillain.
And I'm Alona V.
And we'll see you next week. Take care.
For more Grown Dating Talk.
For the rugged. Been a little too nice to y'all. Now I gotta up price for y'all. Snake eyes on dice for y'all. Shoulders on ice for y'all. Frozen. 8-6 all the hay. I won't get involved today. Got lost in the ballin' age. I'm flipping the bars. I'm flipping the. On record, off record. I still count wins when they doubt it. On record, off record. I let them take advantage. I was wildin'. On record, off record deals. Tell them talk to Colin for the quote. On record, off record. I still want the act, not the ghost. Running through it with the young influence. Adolescent presence. Also coming to it. I've been giving yeses when I shouldn't do it. I complete ejected with the moves elusive. And I'm barely moving, but I'm still gon' boost them. I can't work on winnings when I know you're losing. So I work the winners and they throw the deuces. Guess I had to pivot, shooting no bazookas for the facts. I need racks, paper cash, fuck a tax. That's a joke, tell them laugh. Uncle Sam, fuck out the bag. Brody plot, we'll get a whack. Contract, give me the max. I got lab on my back, you ain't that, then it's raps. Whoa, 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 whoa. For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't trying to link, no time to waste. For the record, for the record, yeah. For the record.